So physics 10th ICSE revision class 1 by Geo Sebastian. Any doubts you guys can ask in this number. Okay. First question, please write. First question. Two bodies A and B have masses in the ratio, have masses in the ratio 5:1, and their kinetic energies are in the ratio 129, 125 is to 9. Online students, please turn on your videos. Find the ratios of their velocity. Find the ratio of their velocity. Sachin, please turn on your video. Answer. Anybody can do this? Two bodies A and B have masses in the ratio 5:1 and kinetic energy and ratio 125:9. Find the ratio of their velocities. Children, can you tell me which chapter question is this? From which chapter they asking this question? Work, energy, power. That is the first thing you should think. When you get a question, how you can relate with which chapter? So work, energy, power. So in that, you guys study kinetic energy, right? What is the equation for kinetic energy? KE1 is nothing but half mv square only, but here two masses are given, right? So what happened? Half m1 v1 square, and KE2 is nothing but half m2 v2 square. Any doubts? Children, from this we understood and we have masses in the ratio 5:1, and their, so find the ratio of their velocities. So we need to find the ratio of their velocities. So listen carefully, we are going to equate this. So ratio means you can do like this: kinetic energy 1 divided by kinetic energy 2. Then what happens? 1/2 m1 v1 square divided by 1/2 m2 v2 square, right? Half cancelled, isn't it? So you guys will get the equation in the format m1 v1 square divided by m2 v2 square, right? This equation I can write like this also: m1 divided by m2 into v1 by v2 whole square. Is it okay? I can write this equation in this format also, right? m1 divided by m2 into v1 by v2 whole square. Is it any problem? Is it okay? So children, finally we got kinetic energy 1 divided by kinetic energy 2 is equal to m1 by m2 into v1 by v2 whole square. Now children, listen carefully. What is kinetic energy 1? 125, right? Kinetic energy 2, 9. Please write that. 125 by 9 is equal to, what is mass 1? 5, mass 2, 1. 5 divided by 1 into v1 by v2 whole square. Am I right? Am I right? Now it's easy enough. Those who know maths can solve this. So now what happens, children? Therefore, v1 by v2 whole square terms you should convert is equal to 125 divided by 9 into 1/5. Isn't it? So you guys can solve this. 125 by 9 into 1 is to 5. How much you guys will get? Huh? I think I'll get 25 by 9. This I can solve it as 25 by 9 I'm getting, right? Yes. Now listen carefully. V1 by V2. Then it will be square root of 25 by 9, isn't it? So you guys will 5 by 3. Therefore, V1 is to V2 is nothing but 5 is to 3. Got the answer? Children, please understand. They can directly ask equation, right? Half mv square. Mass they can give, velocity also they can give. I think still now in school you guys done such type of numericals, right? Direct substitution. Children, please understand, you guys are in 10th standard. Don't expect a direct equation. This level questions you should remember. You know this equation, right? Half mv square. You know how to find the ratios. You have only one problem. When you get such a question, your mind will tell, I'm unable to do this. Because of that reason, you guys are unable to give substitution for the values which you're knowing also. Am I right? Simple mathematics, right? So children, whenever you get a question like this, just try. Just try once. If you're not getting, it's okay, but you should try. Understood this? Children, today itself go to your home and revise this. The method which I'm moving, you should understand. Got it? Yes. Right, the next question. This is one type of little bit tricky question. The meaning is easy only. Second question, right? Second question. First one in second question. First one. Name the physical quantity. Name the physical quantity. Name the physical quantity which is measured in calories. Which is measured in calories. What is that? What is the answer then? Huh? Heat. Children, you should write it as calorie is nothing but the unit of energy. So it should be heat energy. Understood? Like this, you should answer. B question. Second question, B question. How is calorie related to? How is calorie related to? Related to the SI unit of that quantity. The SI unit of that quantity. How it is related to calorie term? Right. 1 calorie is equal to 4.2 joule. Some people write it as 4.186 joule. Some people write it as 4.18 joule. Understood? Yeah.
तू जा काम कर.
Zalim Faisal, please turn off your mic.
Yes, sir.
Salim Faisal, I told you to attend offline class, right? Next class onwards, I want you to be here. Please tell your parent to call me. After
Yes,
this
sir.
class, I want your parent should call me. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Third question, right? Third question, please, right? Define critical angle. Define critical angle. What is the answer for that? Now also you guys don't know, right? Critical angle. Critical angle is the angle of incidence. Is the angle of incidence in the denser medium, for which the angle of refraction in the rarer medium, for which the angle of refraction in the rarer medium is in the rarer medium is 90 degree. Understood? This is question number A, 3A. Now 3B. State one important factor which affects the critical angle of a given medium. The critical angle of a given medium. Critical angle of a given medium. Which is the factor, children? If many are there, color or wavelength of light and temperature, you can write, or you can write refractive index, or you can write optical density of the medium. Children, why I'm writing everything, you know? Next time they can ask some other question related with this. So remember, this is an important area of asking questions. Next one, nature of the medium. Nature of the medium. Speed of light, etc. Is it okay? Is it okay? Now, fourth question, right? An electromagnetic radiation is used. Radiation is used for photography in fog. For photography in fog. Now, first question, identify the radiation. Ryan Hussein, what is the doubt? Remove your mask. What's the doubt? Come here, man. Come here with your books. Identify the radiation. Question 2. Why does radiation mentioned by you? Why does radiation mentioned by you ideal for this purpose? Ideal for this purpose. Which is this electromagnetic radiation, children? See how you understood it is infrared. Yes. Why this is mentioned by you? Why this radiation mentioned by you ideal for this purpose? What is the reason? They have long wavelength. They have long wavelength. Therefore, less scattered. Therefore, less scattered and can travel through fog. And can travel through fog. So similarly, chemistry also, I want you to buy one notebook. Understood? Chemistry revision class also will be in this format only. Chemistry also we want you to buy. Next one, fifth question, right? What is the relation between the refractive index of water with respect to air? WRT is nothing with respect to, okay, air. And the refractive index of air and the refractive index of air with respect to water. So children, before solving this, refractive index of water with respect to air, how you guys will denote that? How you guys can denote it? With respect to, when with respect to comes with something, it should come at left. Understood? With respect to air means air should come at the left. So air mu water. Understood? Similarly, air with respect to water. So water is with respect to. So W should come at the left. Then understood? W mu A. Is it okay? So this one you guys should find. What is the relation? Try to answer. What's the relation? Right. A mu W is equal to 1 by W mu A. This relation I taught you, right? Any doubts? Is it okay? They may ask numerical also related to this. Understood? If you want, I'll do one numerical. Right, B question. If the A mu W is nothing but 5 by 3. I'm just converting question in this format. Okay. Calculate W mu A. Find faster. Very easy, right? It's equal to 1 by A mu W. This is a problem. This is what I just want to tell you, all my physics students. Children, you guys know that it is inversely proportional, hence you guys directly give the answer. That is wrong. This relation is needed, children, in physics. Understood? After that only you should give the answer, that is nothing but 1 by 5 by 3, which will give you 3 by 5. Understood? Understood? W mu A is equal to 3 by 5. Finally, you should give one more thing. Here the question is nothing but what is the relation between refractive index of water with respect to air and refractive index with respect to water, right? That is nothing but after writing this equation like this, you should explain that they are inversely proportional. Then only the answer is completed. Understood where you guys are making mistakes? Got it? Yes. Sixth question, please, right? Very important question, right? The specific heat capacity of a substance, the specific heat capacity of a substance, the specific capacity of a substance A is 3,800 joule per kilogram per Kelvin, and that of B is 400 joule per kilogram per Kelvin. Which of the substance, which of the substance, which of the two substance is a good conductor of heat? Is a good conductor of heat. Shulan, I taught you one relation between them, right? What is the relation? When the specific heat capacity of a substance is less, then it will be good conductor. When the specific capacity of a substance is more, it is nothing but water is a good conductor of a bad conductor. So its specific capacity will be high. You remember that relation? Write that. Substance B is a good conductor of heat. Understood? Because good conductor of heat will have less specific heat capacity. Understood how they are framing the questions? And bad conductor of heat will have high specific capacity. That also you write along with this. Please write that also. Bad conductor of heat have high specific capacity. Children, sir will tell you one small trick. Children, in future also, if you guys are preparing for any exam, don't do hard work, do smart work. Sir, what do you mean by smart work? It's nothing but children. You can see those places they are taking questions, right? Can you see that? Which are the portions they are selecting questions? Now, similarly, another year question paper you check, around 4-year question paper you check. So you guys will understand how they are selecting question, which portion they are giving more importance. That particular portion you study well. And nearby that portion, there will be some other portions, right? That also you study well. Children, 100% you guys will get the questions related to that topic. So, understood? So this is a trick I'm telling. One more thing, whenever you guys are writing on exam, don't read questions from beginning. Understood? Section 1, question number 1. Don't read like that. Because question paper, the teacher will be setting that paper based on like this. Once you are reading the question, you should get some doubts. Understood? You should be confused. Got it? That method only will make the questions. So first question, second question, and not tough pay questions will give. So what happened? First question, I don't know. Second question, I don't know. That confusion, that fear, hesitation, everything will come in your mind. Hence, after that, if you're reading question 3, you already studied that, but you won't be able to give answer for that question perfectly. Understood? Because of this confusion. So whenever you get a question paper, read from the back. Understood? So if you read from the back, what happens, you guys are getting the confidence. Last question, I know. Second one, I know. Like that confidence you'll get. Finally, if you're reading the question 1, which was tough, right? While reading that also, you guys will understand Others all I did right. So this one also I'll do. Understood? Children, this is about the 15 minutes school of time, how you want to read the question. This is not how you need to write the exam. This is nothing but I'm telling how you need to read question first 15 minutes. Writing questions is nothing but maths and physics, children, I'm telling. Whichever questions you know from section 1, that you should appear first. Understood? Whichever question you know perfectly, that you should appear first. Don't take one question from section 1, second question from section 2. You won't get much marks related to that because those are correcting your papers. For them, this answer key will be in their mind, right? Based on that, they're giving marks. So that's what I'm telling. Section 1, whichever question you guys know, that you appear first, then only write with the question which you don't know also. Understood? Similarly for section 2 also. So how you should use the cool of time, understood? How you should write answers, you understood? Based on that question number only you follow. Got it? That is better. And one more thing, whenever you guys are attempting 1 hour question, children, please do like this. The first 4 questions which you're writing should be the question which you're knowing perfectly. Understood? Then you write or question, underline, then you write this question. Understood? Got it? So simply along with the 5, they won't give extra marks. You can see in the booklet, in the beginning page itself, we can see there will be question mark allotment. That page is available, right? So you won't get extra mark for writing that and all. Simple exams you guys will get. Board exam and you won't get. So don't do such mistakes. Got it? Yes. So I hope you guys understood this. Now we'll move to next question. That is nothing but 7th one. 7th question. A man playing a flute, a man playing a flute is able to produce notes of different frequencies, notes of different frequencies. If he closes the holes, near his mouth, will the pitch of note produced, will the pitch of the note produced increase or decrease? Increase or decrease? Give reason. Give reason. Answer. What is the answer, children? What's the answer? Yes. So answer is nothing but decrease. Why it is decreased, children? Because frequency is inversely proportional to the length of the air column. Length of the air column. I hope you guys understood this. Is it okay? 8th question. Draw this diagram. Mark A, B, C, D. one ray is starting from here. It will go and strike here. It will go and strike here. And they given here the angle is nothing but 42 degree. And this point also they marked it as Q. Fine. Yes. Write the question. The diagram shows a light source P, a light source P embedded in a rectangular glass, embedded in a rectangular glass block, in a rectangular glass block ABCD of critical angle 42 degree. Complete the path of complete the path of the ray PQ till it emerges out, till it emerges out of the block. I hope you guys got this type of questions, right? This is nothing but board level questions. So children, listen carefully. It is difficult to do, right? But already sir taught you one trick to how to solve this, right? So how you guys can solve this? Children, remember here, this is nothing but 42 degree. So this is nothing but DC is nothing but one side of a rectangular block. You can draw normal here, right? This is nothing but your normal. Okay. So you know that the normal angle should be 90 degree. Am I right? Angle should be 90 degree. They given this as 42 degree. So what will be this angle of incidence? In order to find angle of incidence, what you have to do? 90 minus 42 degree. Then it will be 48 degrees. So you guys got angle of incidence as 48 degree. Any doubts? Is it okay? Angle of incidence is nothing but 48 degree. You guys understood? Is it okay? Is it okay? Now, so now listen carefully. We know that, 1 minute. So children, we understood that angle of incidence is equal to 48 degree. Now, listen carefully. They already given this is nothing but a glass, listen carefully, glass block ABCD. So what is the critical angle for a glass? 42 degree. From this, we can understand angle of incidence is greater than critical angle, right? Then what happened? Reflection will happen, right? Then reflection will happen. When angle of incidence is greater than angle of critical angle, then reflection should happen, right? Now, reflection happens means, okay, sir, reflection will happen. But what is the angle of reflection? That condition you should remember. According to laws of reflection, angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. Therefore, angle of incidence, how much you got? 48 degree. 40. Therefore, angle of reflection also will be 48 degrees. So what happened? Here reflection will happen. Here reflection will happen like this. And this angle also will be 48 degree. Understood, everyone? Any doubts? Is it okay? Fine? Okay. Now, children, listen carefully. What is the angle here? This point, what is the angle? 42, because this total will be 90. So you got this as 48. So this will be 42 degree. And what will be this angle done? 90 degree, because one side of a triangle. So what will be this angle done? So if I draw one normal like this, so this angle is nothing but, what will be that angle? 48, right? This will be 48. How you understood? 180 minus 42 degree plus 90 degree, right? So this angle, if you want to know, this point I'll call it as X. This point I'll call it as X. So this angle, if you want to understand, therefore what do you have to do? What do you have to do? 180 minus total sum of an angle 180, right? Minus this 42 and this 90, add 42 plus 90. How much you guys will get? 48 degrees. So how I got 48 degree? Understood, everyone? Now after that, what is the angle here? We know that this total will be 90 degree, right? So 90 degree minus 48 degree, you guys will get it as 42 degrees. So this angle is nothing but this angle I'm asking. This particular angle. This angle. This will be 42 degree. So from that point, listen carefully, children. From that point, what you can understand? Angle of incidence. Listen carefully. Angle of incidence is equal to 42 degree. Critical angle of a glass is nothing but 42 degree. We know that. Therefore, here angle of incidence is equal to angle of critical angle. That means it will undergo total internal reflection. No. Grazing emergence. Right. Very good. It will undergo grazing emergence. That means through that line, this particular ray will pass like this. So this ray will pass like this through this ray. Understood? This process we call it as grazing emergence. Please check, children, you understood all the steps first. 9th question, right? First, if the lens is placed in water, H2O, water, instead of air, how does its focal length change? How does its focal length change? How does its focal length? How does its focal length change? Answer: the focal length of the lens will increase. Of the lens will increase in water. That relation already I taught you, right? What is the relation? Inversely proportional, right? What is that? Density, refractive index, right? Reason you please write. Focal length of the lens. Focal length of the lens depends on the refractive index of the refractive index of the material of the lens, of the material of the material of the lens relative to its surrounding medium, relative to its surrounding medium, relative to its surrounding medium. Understood? Now one more question. B question. Which lens comma thin or thick has greater focal length, has greater focal length? What is the answer? So you guys know that thinner, right? Now one important question, right? Children, this question is very important from sound chapter. Every year they are asking this question, that's why. Right. Two waves of the same pitch, two waves of the same pitch two waves of the same pitch have amplitude in the ratio, but one thing is the children, right? Two waves of the same pitch have amplitude in the ratio 1:3. What will be the ratios of their, what will be the ratios of their A, intensities, B, frequency, intensities and frequency? Right answer. First one will do A, that is nothing but intensity, right? I1 by I2, intensity 1 divided by intensity 2 is equal to, you guys remember this relation, I hope so. Intensity is directly proportional to amplitude square. Do you remember that? So therefore, from this we can write intensity 1 by intensity 2 is equal to A1 square or A1 by A2 whole square. Understood? I1 by I2 is equal to A1 by A2 whole square. What is the amplitude they given down? Therefore, I can write I1 by I2 is equal to 1 divided by 3 whole square. That is nothing but 1 by 9. Am I right? Therefore, you got I1 is to I2 is equal to 1:9. I hope you guys understood the ratio between the intensities. Now, what is the ratio between frequency? Frequency. What is the relation between frequency? Children, two waves of same pitch. Same pitch means frequency will be same. Pitch is nothing but frequency, right? 8th standard sound chapter, 9th standard sound chapter, 10th standard sound chapter. Yes. So since pitch is same, this is the problem. You guys are making mistakes like this. frequency is also same. Therefore, their ratio is nothing but 1:1. 1:1. Understood? Same, no. That means 1:1. Any doubts? Similarly, they can ask the other thing also. Characteristic sound, you know, right? The others also, they can ask like this. Children, before you answer, you should think. Think twice and answer for physics. Once you write one answer, after that, read the question once again, then check. Mainly numericals. Got it? 11th question. 11th question. How does an increase in the temperature affect the specific resistance of A part metal, B part is nothing but semiconductor. I hope you guys studied what is mean by specific resistance, right? See what is specific resistance now. Okay, so in case of metals, what happens? Specific resistance. How does an increase in temperature affect the specific resistance? So temperature increases. What happens to specific resistance of metal? Decreases. Increases. When temperature increases, then specific resistance of metal increases. Children, let me tell you one thing. This question I am expecting this year. Understood? This is the one question which I'm expecting, 2 more question which I'm expecting for your board exam. Just remember that both of them are directly proportional. Understood? Any doubts? Now B part. Semiconductor, what happens? When temperature increases, then specific resistance of semiconductor decreases. I hope you guys understood. Is it okay? Now you guys are getting the grip in physics. Yes. Now, one question. This is a little bit tricky question. Is it possible for an hydrogen, they given hydrogen also, that is nothing but one hydrogen nucleus to emit an alpha particle. Nucleus to emit an alpha particle. Is it possible? Is it possible? Why? Why it cannot produce? Huh? It's not? Why it is not possible, I'm asking. Listen carefully. First, you should take one H1. From this, you should write what is the number of protons? 1. What is the number of? Children, first you should write what is the atomic number? What is atomic number? 1. What is the mass number? 1. From this, what is the number of protons? 1. Number of neutron? 1 minus 1, 0. Am I right? So here what you understood? From this, we understood that number of neutron is less than number of proton, right? When the number of neutron is less than number of proton, nucleus is not radioactive. Am I right? When the number of neutron is more than the number of proton, then only nucleus will become radioactive. From this, we understood nucleus is not radioactive. If it is not radioactive, will they emit alpha particle? Therefore, alpha particles are not emitted. Therefore, it is not possible. It is not possible to emit alpha particle. Children, you know the concept. Such an easy chapter also not there, right? Radioactivity only section E. But also, when I ask one question, what happened? You guys were discussing about alpha emission, right? Your mind gone to alpha emission. Am I right? One daughter nuclei to, sorry, parent nuclei to daughter nuclei. That means 2 protons and 2 neutrons are emitted. That means there will be a reduction of 4 in case of atomic number. Mass number will be 2. You guys understood that, right? Wrong, opposite to that only, right? Mass number will be reduced by 4 and atomic number will be reduced by 2. A minus 4 and Z minus 2, right? So mass number will be reduced by 4 and atomic number will be reduced by 2. So children, listen carefully. You guys were talking about that. You might go on to that, but the question was general. Children, remember, for 2 mark and all, they won't ask such question. That is the first logic you should have. Second thing is nothing but whenever they given such a nucleus, you should write its proton number, electron number, neutron number, atomic number, and mass number. Finally, you guys understood now. Nucleus is not radioactive. Then why alpha, beta, gamma? Understood? Any doubts? Simple concept. When the number of neutron is less than proton, it's not radioactive. When the number of neutron is more than proton, radioactive. Got it? Yes. I hope my children understood till this. Any doubts? What do you mean by resonant vibration? Yes. One small homework I'm giving. Please do by yourself. First one, resonant vibration. Just write the notes. So resonant vibration, all types of vibration are there, right? All the 3 types. All the 3 types of vibrations you please study. Now, which characteristics of sound makes possible to recognize a person by his voice without seeing him? Quality. That is nothing but waveform. Where you guys are? Right? Question. What is the question number? 13, right? Albinaki nalla adi kittudo. Which characteristics of sound? Which characteristics of sound makes it possible to recognize? Makes it possible to recognize a person by his voice without seeing him. Without seeing him. What is that? Quality. Understood? Not equality. Quality. Or you can write it as waveform. Understood? Is it okay? Some people will call it as timber also. Not tipper, okay? Timber. Next one. What is the question number? 14, right? Question number 14. Shh. Calculate the effective resistance. Calculate the effective resistance AB. So diagram I'll show. This point I'll call it as A. This point I'll call it as B. This is nothing but 8 ohm. This is nothing but 5 ohm. This is nothing but 4 ohm. This is nothing but 3 ohm. You should find the effective resistance. Children, what do you mean by effective resistance? That is a general question. What do you mean by effective resistance? Total. That means here you can see series connection is there, parallel connection also there. So that two equivalent resistance sum is nothing but your total resistance. So how will you solve this? Children, whenever you get a circuit like this, first you should check the parallel connection. This is nothing but your parallel connection. You should convert that parallel into series format. How can you solve that? Children, if you take this one 3 ohm, then you can add 5 ohm and 4 ohm, right? If you take 3 ohm like this, then what happened? 5 ohm and 4 ohm is in series connection. If you take 4 ohm like this, then 5 ohm and 3 ohm will be in series connection. Like that you can take, right? So one if you're taking, the other two are in series, you can add them. So I'm taking 3 ohm like that, and 5 ohm and 4 ohm, I'm just adding like this. Understood? So what is the equivalent resistance? R1 is nothing but 5 ohm plus 4 ohm, I'll get it as 9 ohm into 3 ohm. Those 3 ohm divided by 9 plus 3. From where I got this equation, children? 1 by R is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. This is nothing but I can write it as R1 into R2 divided by, sorry, this equation I can write it as R1 plus R2 divided by R1 into R2. So generally I can write R is equal to inverse of that. You should take R1 R2 divided by R1 plus R2. Understood? So based on this equation, I just added this two. Listen carefully. So if I take 3 ohm like this R2, then R1 is nothing but this total, right? 5 ohm plus 4 ohm, they will be in series. Got it? Is it okay? Don't take it as R1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. It's not possible. If you take this one, 3 ohm like this, 5 ohm and 4 ohm will be in series. If you take 5 ohm like this, then what happened? 4 and 3 will be in series. You should add them. If you're taking 4 ohm like this, what happened? 3 and 5 will be in series. I hope you guys understood this. Am I right? So you guys will get this equation like this. Therefore, R1 is equal to 27 divided by 12. If we solve that, you guys will get 9 by 4 ohm. Is it okay? Is it okay? Now, children, your next task is nothing but the circuit conversion. The circuit should be redrawn. How? So this is nothing but your A. A is nothing but 8 ohm. It's there. Now, this complete thing, you drawn it as 9.4, 9 divided by 4 ohm, right? Is that it? You converted that. Now it's easy now. Therefore, RS is equal to, you guys can write it, get it as 8 ohm plus 9 by 4 ohm Totally, you guys will get it as 32 plus 9 by 4. Finally, it is 41 by 4. 10.25 ohm is the effective resistance. Any doubts? Understood. Children, around 40 numericals will solve before your exam regarding those topics. Understood. Now this is just a revision class. 1 or 2 will solve and will meet. Okay. Is it okay? Next question. Next question. 15th one. Stop talking. 15th one. 15th one A. State whether the specific heat capacity the specific heat capacity of a substance remains the same when its state changes from solid to liquid. When its state changes from solid to liquid. Will it change now? No. It won't change, right? Very good answer. No, it changes. No, it changes. If you want to know that, what is the specific heat of ice? Specific heat capacity of ice. Ice is nothing but 2.1 joule per degree Celsius. Now, what is the specific heat capacity of water? 4.2. So what happened? It will change. A note everything is given in your notes. Understood? Now another question. 16th one. Yes. Now another coil. Same length. Yes. Here you have a magnet. This is north, this is south. Right. This value, I call it as X. This value, I call it as Y. First question. State with a reason. State with a reason. X is greater than Y or X is less than Y. X is Y. Yes, very good. What is the reason? X is less than Y. Reason is nothing but the induced EMF the induced EMF is directly proportional to the number of turns of the coil. Number of turns of the coil. Understood? Is it okay? Happy? So these are the different types of 2-mark questions which you guys can expect. Understood? 2-mark or 3-mark questions. 2-mark only you can expect. So how many questions we solved? 16 questions we solved from different chapters. I hope you guys got a basic idea. Okay, we can take a 2 minutes break. Tough questions. Question number 1. Or we'll start from question number 17. So we'll get a count, right? How many questions I solved? 17, right? A body of mass M, a body of mass M, sorry, a body of mass 10 kilogram is kept at a height of 5 meters. At a height of 5 meters, it is allowed to fall. It is allowed to fall and reach the ground. First one now, first question. What is the total mechanic energy? What is the total mechanical energy? What is the total mechanical energy possessed by the body? Possessed by the body at the height of 2 meters. 2 meters, assuming it is a frictionless medium. Assuming it is a frictionless medium. Frictionless medium. What is the answer, children? Please try to solve. What is the equation? Mechanical energy is equal to mgh. Question is very big. What is the mass, children? 10 kilogram. What is the acceleration due to gravity? If they are not given, you can take it as 10 only. What is the height? 5 minus 2. Height is nothing but 5, no, it's given. Right? Total possessed by the body at a height of 2 meters, assuming it is a frictionless medium. 5 only we can take, not as a problem. The body is not falling. The totals, listen carefully. Total mechanical energy. Total mechanical energy. Okay. So listen, total mechanical energy possessed by the body. Possessed by the body at 2 meters, which is equal to potential energy at maximum height, right? Equal to potential energy at maximum height. So what is the potential energy at the maximum height? M that 10 kilogram, 10 into 5, right? So you guys will get it as 500. What is the unit? നിന്റെ നാട്ടിലൊക്കെ എനർജി ന്യൂട്ടണിലാണോ മെഷർ ചെയ്യുന്നത്? ജൂൾ. This is nothing but the first question answer. Now second question answer. I hope you guys understood why I took 5 meter itself height. Next one. What is the kinetic energy right? What is the kinetic energy? What is the kinetic energy possessed by the body? Possessed by the body. Possessed by the body just before hitting the ground. Just before hitting the ground. What is answer? Right. Kinetic energy of the body. Kinetic energy of the body just before hitting the ground. Just before hitting the ground, which is equal to potential energy at maximum height, right? Potential energy at maximum height. So what is the potential at maximum height? 500 joule. Study that concept. Already I taught all those things. Study the concepts, you will understand. Got it? Is it okay? So these are the some numericals. Rarely they are asking, but important. Okay. Now 18th question is very important because from first chapter we are expecting one question like this. Please underline, right? Very important. From the first chapter force, we are expecting this type of question, right? A uniform meter scale. A uniform meter scale is in equilibrium. Is in equilibrium. How we are showing like this? See, like this, we are showing this. Listen. So this is 0 centimeter. This one is nothing but 100 centimeter. Now, at 5 centimeter, children, you guys have a weight of 40 GF. What is GF? Girlfriend. Gram force. This is nothing but 30 centimeter. First question. Calculate the weight of the meter scale. Calculate the weight of the meter scale. So what is the weight of meter scale? Children, you guys know one equation. What is that? Principle of moments. You remember? What is principle of moments? Yes. How many people are joining now? According to principle of moments. According to the Sachin, this question you asked last week. W1 L1 is equal to W2 L2. Right? Or you can write. Yes. Calculate the weight of the meter scale. So what is the equation? You guys know that W1 is nothing but 40 GF, right? What is the length for that, children? 30 minus 5. That is nothing but 25, right? So L1 is nothing but 30 minus 5. Is it okay? Now W2. What is W2? We should find, right? What is L2? What is L2? The body is at equilibrium, right? That means equilibrium means this is 50. 50 minus 30, right? This point with 50, right? So that will be 50 minus 30. Understood? Already in question they given the body is at equilibrium. So here the weight is nothing but 50. 100 centimeter means its half is nothing but 50. 50 minus this 30 is nothing but 20. Understood? So you guys will get it as 40 into 30 minus 5, 25 is equal to W2 into 20. Understood? Therefore, W2 is equal to 40 into 25 divided by 20. Finally, you guys will get it as 50 girlfriend or GF, gram force. Got it? Simply I'm telling. Understood, children? Yes. I hope you guys understood this. Any doubts? Is it okay? Next question. 19th one. This is nothing but a pulley arrangement. See, both of them are with the same length only. Okay, when I am drawing is a problem. Both of them are with same length only. So this is going like this, and it is going like this. Here effort E. This one is pulley A. This one is pulley B. And here you guys have your load. Here you guys have the load. Listen, first one. First question. Mark the direction of tension. Mark the direction of tension. Not where you guys are getting tension during exam, okay? In the string where you guys are getting the tension. Mark the direction of tension. I taught you one trick to remember that. What was that? Opposite the direction of opposite direction of load or effort. Do you remember? So here load is like this. So here it will be opposite tension. So here effort is like this. So here tension. Here also it is tension. Understood? Opposite to load or got it? When I taught this, that time itself, sir introduced all the tricks. Now nobody remember anything. You are my headache now. Second one. What is the velocity ratio? What is the velocity ratio? What is the velocity ratio term? Children, answer velocity ratio. Answer is nothing but, listen carefully. Velocity ratio is equal to number of stands supporting the load. Number of stands, that means pulley supporting the load. Children, if you don't know, also count the pulley and give the value. Okay. The velocity ratio is nothing but 2. Don't write a velocity meter per second and all. When you hear velocity, you guys will write meter per second. It's a ratio. So there is no unit. Third question in this. If the tension acting, if the tension acting on the string is T, on the string is T, then what is the relation between, then what is the relation between, what is the relation between tension and effort? What is answer now? What's the answer? Effort will be equal to tension. Understood? Understood? All the things we done. Next one. This is 4 mark question, okay? Fourth question in this. If the free end of the string, if the free end of the string moves through a distance x, moves through a distance x, moves through a distance x, find the distance by which the load is raised. Find the distance. Find the distance by which the load is raised. What is answer now? How you understood? See, velocity ratio is equal to distance moved by effort divided by distance moved by load. Am I right? That means velocity ratio, we understood what is velocity ratio? 2, right? And the distance moved by effort, we understood x. Therefore, this equation will become 2 is equal to x by dl. Therefore, dl is equal to x by 2. Understood? See how beautifully we are getting the answers. Children, for you people, levels are not there, so you guys are feeling that very easy machines chapter. So please understand, it's not that much easy. Each and everything which I taught is very important. How they are constructing questions, you should understand. That's what I'm aiming with this classes. What level question they are getting right. So this part you should remember. Got it? Is it okay till this? Next question. 20th question. So 2-hour class completed, right? Just few more time. Shall I take a little bit extra? Already messaged your parents. Is it okay? Yes. Listen, how does the angle of deviation, how does the angle of deviation formed by a prism, formed by a prism, change with the change with the increase in the angle of incidence, with the increase in the angle of incidence, increase with the angle of incidence. How, children? You guys remember one graph I taught you like this. So here you guys have critical angle, here angle of deviation. Do you remember? So this graph was moving like this. Remember that graph? So from this graph, what you understood? Angle of deviation angle of deviation. Joy, listen. You're writing well. Angle of deviation decreases. Then reaches to minimum value. Reaches to minimum value. Then increases. Minimum value and then increases. Got it? Now this is A question. Now B question from this. A virtual, comma, diminished image, virtual, comma, diminished image is formed. Diminished image is formed when an object is placed between, the optical center, and the principal focus of the lens, principal focus of the lens. Now here first question. Name the lens. Name the lens. Second question. Draw a diagram. To show the formation of the above image. Show the formation of the above image. Children, listen carefully. Here they are forming a virtual diminished image where an object is placed between optical center and the principal focus. Focus and the optical center. Then they got a virtual image and a diminished image. So which type of image will be that? Which type of lens it will be? Concave only. Do you remember that? Remember that special case. All the 6 points we are getting real image, right? That particular point when the object is kept between focus and optical center, then you guys are getting virtual magnifying and virtual and diminished image, right? Do you remember? Yes. So the lens is nothing but concave lens. Children, one more thing. Whenever they ask any question like name the lens, you should remember concave lens are more application, right? So mostly they will be asking that only because drawing and all concave lens is confusing. So mostly they'll be asking, think that in your mind and do. But I didn't told that always you guys will get concave itself. Okay. Convex also there is a chance you guys will get, but I'm telling mostly they'll ask concave. So this diagram you can do now. Already I taught you trick, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. That trick is not needed. The other method also you can do, right? Drawing and all you just check. Do yourself. Something you should do now. Everything GSR is doing means you guys never grow. Okay. Now see question. Right. An object is placed at a distance. Very important question. An object is placed at a distance 24 centimeter in front of a convex lens. In front of a convex lens of focal length 8 centimeter. Of focal length 8 centimeter. Now, here first question. What is the nature of the image so formed? What is the nature of image so formed? What is the nature of the image so formed? Second one. Calculate the distance of the image. Calculate the distance of the image. It's image distance. Third one, calculate the magnification of the image. Calculate the magnification of image. Children, please remember, I'm expecting this type one question this year also. Okay, so 2 questions I told you this year I'm expecting. So please mark that perfectly. So answers for this first one. What is the answer first one? What is the nature of the image so formed? Real, inverted, comma, diminished. Real, inverted, comma, diminished image will be formed. What is the second one? For calculate the distance of the image. You know that equation, right? What is the equation? 1 by V minus 1 by U is equal to 1 by F. So here V is nothing but image distance. U is nothing but object distance, right? So from this, what you guys can do, this equation, I can write it as, therefore 1 by V image distance is equal to 1 by F. 1 by V is equal to 1 by F plus 1 by U. Children, remember, listen carefully. Here they given, this is nothing but convex lens, right? So I told you, in a convex lens, the image distance, sorry, object distance, you can take it as minus sign. Do you remember that? That is very important. Minus sign. Children, here only you guys are making mistake. 1 by V minus 1 by U is equal to 1 by F. Anybody can do. Right? If you guys are Icse student, means 100% you guys will do that conversion. But this particular thing, for a convex lens, concave lens, there is a small difference, right? So in a convex lens, what happened? The object distance, we consider it as minus U. So you guys will write 1 by V is equal to 1 by 8. U is nothing but 8, right? Sorry, V is nothing but, F is nothing but 1 by 8. Focal length is nothing but 8 centimeter. Then you should write plus 1 divided by minus of 24 centimeter. Understood? So this will become 1 by V is equal to, how much you'll get? 24 minus 8. This will be minus 24 plus 8 divided by 8 into minus 24. How much you guys will get? You guys will get it as 1 by V is equal to 3 minus 1 by 24. Right? So 1 by V is equal to, sorry, 1 by V is equal to, you guys, 2 by 24. Therefore, V inverse you should take, that is nothing but 24 by 2. Finally, you got image distance is nothing but 12 centimeter. That unit also needed. Understood how to find this? I know you are new. This is just a first class, but also I hope you know these things. Okay, you can't start from the beginning. Only I can help you by using revision classes. Okay, and if you want any help, our business partner Sia is there. Get the notes from her. Okay, she is our script writer. Whatever script I am giving, she will be writing. My notes she will be writing. Madi. Sia, don't give those notes to those people. Okay, they are planning to start new coaching center. Don't give, okay? This is the dealing between me and you. Last one. Last question in this. Third one. Calculate the magnification of the image, right? How you guys are finding the magnification? M is equal to, magnification is nothing but M is equal to V by U. Children, do you remember for a convex lens? So for convex lens, we should convert it, right? For convex lens, what you should do? M is equal to plus V by minus U. Understood? So plus V is nothing but plus 12 divided by minus 24. So you guys will get it as M is equal to minus 1 by 2. That is equal to minus 0.5. Children, during this correction and all, we'll be checking the sign. This is very important. Got it? So those things you should refer it perfectly. Not over. One more question is 5 minutes. One more question is sound chapter. One more question will do. So this is last one. 21st question. 22nd. 21st. Anoki, you're sleeping. This is one important question, right? A question, 21st, A question, right? It is observed that during March past, it's not month, okay? Don't feel that it is month and all March month. March past, we here. No, you guys will think like that. March is very fast. You guys will write. March past, we here. You got this question? We here. A bass drum. Distinctly from a distance. From a distance, compared to the side of the drums, compared to the side of the drums. Now, first question. Name the characteristics of sound. Name the characteristic of sound associated with the above observation. What is that, children? What is the answer for this?
Echo.
What is the answer?
Echo.
Loudness. Children, basics, you should be strong. Okay? You know the answer. Now, what is the reason behind this? Why I selected this characteristic sound loudness? Write that also. Bass drum has greater surface area compared to the side drum. Therefore, loudness is increased with the increase. Loudness is increased with the increase increase with the increase in surface area of vibration with the surface area of vibration. So I hope you guys understood why I took loudness. So bass drum has greater surface area compared to side drum. So loudness is nothing but directly proportional surface area. Children, while I'm teaching this, I will be discussing those things. Okay, I know now you guys are struggling. Anyway, this question is important. Another question. That means along with this only B question. A pendulum has a frequency of a pendulum has a frequency of 4 vibrations per second. 4 vibrations per second. 4 vibrations per second. An observer starting the pendulum, an observer starting or starts the pendulum and fires a gun simultaneously and fires a gun simultaneously. He hears the echo from the cliff. This question already you guys done, right? He hears the echo from the cliff. After 6 vibrations. After 6 vibrations. After 6 vibrations of the pendulum. If the velocity of sound, is 340 meter per second, find the distance between cliff and the observer. One minute, children, will do. Wait. Answer, please, right? Right. We understood that 4 vibrations in 1 second, right? Therefore, 6 vibration means how much time? Therefore, time is equal to 6 by 4, right? That is nothing but you guys are at 3.2, 1.5 seconds. You got the time. Now you know distance. V is equal to 2D by T, right? 2D by T. And we know the speed of sound. We know V is nothing but 340. And the 2D time also we understood that is nothing but 1.5. Therefore, we'll write in terms of distance is equal to V guys will get V into T divided by 2. That is nothing but 340 into 1 by 5 divided by 2. This is nothing but 255 meter. I hope you guys understood this. Fine. Last question. Lastest question. See. Latest and lastest question. Hmm? After this, don't attack me and go, okay? No, I remember Mussolini, Hitler, and all. What happened to them? They exploited their people. So finally, they become violent and they attack. So I don't want you to attack me. Right. Two, two pendulum, C and D, are suspended from a wire. Are suspended from a wire. From a wire. Pendulum C. Pendulum C is made to oscillate. Is made to oscillate by displacing. Oscillate by displacing it from its mean position. It from its main position. It from its main position. It is observed that D, pendulum D also, pendulum D also starts oscillating. Also starts oscillating. Also starts oscillating. Now diagram is given like this. This is nothing but your first diagram. First pendulum C. Another, this is the next one. This is nothing but diagram D. Okay, and this is nothing but your wire. First question, name the type of oscillation. Name the type of oscillation C will execute. Name the type of oscillation Z will execute. What is that? Which oscillation? Free or damped vibration, right? Free or damped vibration. Second one, second question. Name the type of oscillation. Name the type of oscillation D will execute. D will execute. What is answered? Forced vibration. Forced vibration. Arthur, right first. Third one. What is the name of the phenomenon? Sorry, one more thing. If the length of the D is made, if the length, right here, next page, right? Third one. If the length of the D is made equal to C, D is made equal to C, then what will you observe? Then what will you observe? What will you observe then? D vibrates with the same amplitude as C, with same amplitude as C. As C. One more point I observe, that is nothing but C and D vibrates maximum amplitude, vibrates maximum amplitude. Children, my handwriting is becoming bad because my hand is paining. This is almost 3 hours, right? It's maximum amplitude alternatively. Maybe I'll get some award taking continuous 3 hour class. You guys may give, right? I know you guys will attack me. Final question, last and latest question. What is the name of the phenomenon? Of this phenomenon. What is that, Arthur? Resonance. Resonance. Okay. Vibrates with the maximum amplitude now. Resonance. So your first revision, A part of your revision completed. Now tomorrow we'll do B part. So thank you, children. Thanks a lot. Have a nice day. Bye.
Thank you, sir.